going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back at Copart for another Copart walk around. I got a few cars that I think you're really gonna like. One of them in particular, number one on my list, a pretty smashed 1982 Chevy Camaro. Unfortunately, I am really torn on this car. There's one thing about it that I really love, and we'll go ahead and start out with that first. You pop the hood on this, you're gonna find a Crossfire injected, that's right, the dreaded, horrible Crossfire injection. This is a 5.0 V8 with Crossfire injection that's supposed to run and drive. After all this time, you're telling me a Crossfire engine can still run? Apparently it's true. I've seen it myself at several car shows. Some people really love the old Crossfire technology. It was different, it was unique. You've basically just got two throttle body injection units sitting side by side from one another, and as long as you keep the sensors and everything replaced in a good working order, calibrated, these things will run just fine forever. She's got air conditioning. She looks, well, she looks very stock. The damage to the front appears way worse than what I believe it really is. The sad thing about it, though, is the car wasn't in that good a shape to begin with, which makes it, even if you do the front end, you put another front end on it. Okay, finding this hood, I don't know for a fact, but I am guessing this hood is probably difficult to find. This is fiberglass, and you'll see you've got a special induction system here, right? A cowl system that opens and closes, levers that open and close to allow air in. This hood is completely destroyed. This fender, the amount of work it's going to take to fix all of this, you might as well just replace the fender, guys. It's not that hard to replace a fender on one of these, so you're going to need, at a minimum so far, a hood that I don't even know where you could find it at. I don't know if anybody even still has these. Fender, this whole front nose assembly, which is just made out of, it's like a polyurethane, just a, you know, real flimsy. The crash bar, I don't know if it's okay or not. Maybe. It may be all right, maybe not. This fender, the core support seems to be okay. Header panel is broken. It's fiberglass, and it is completely smashed up. So you're going to need a lot of stuff over there. You're going to need another fender. Basically, what we used to call it when I was doing this stuff in Indiana was a doghouse. You need the whole doghouse. You just need the whole front end. Inner fenders, I'm sure everything's fine under there. Fender aprons are fine. Core support's fine. It's really just cosmetics. If you took all of this off, the car would look like a regular car. I'm almost certain nothing underneath got damaged. Yeah, header panel, front bumper, hood, fenders, lights, and associated parts, and that's it. Now, that's fine and good. You can find most of these parts for relatively cheap, but as you go down the car, she's been repainted. The paint job's got trash in it. Along the body line right here, lots of dents all throughout that body line. Of course, that could all be fixed, sure. It's just, how much is it really worth? It's not an IROC, not a Z28. It's I mean, thankfully it's a V8. That's good. Dings back here. You got some separation going on right there. Oh man, I didn't even mean to do that. I'm gonna leave that alone. That's rust. I didn't know that was there. I thought that was a sticker that was coming loose. Yep, so, Bondo. There's cracking in the body filler right here. A lot of rust going on down here. More dings in the body line over here. Weather stripping is all rotted. She's rough, guys. She's got good looking wheels and nice tires. And because I've checked this car out before, I know that it runs great. I'm pretty sure it's an automatic. 134,000 miles, so she's got some miles on her too, guys. Interior, you know, decent for the age, I suppose, for being original, but I wouldn't call it good interior at all. Not at all. Let's go ahead and put a key in it, see what it does. I wonder what the horsepower rating on this thing is, like, what, 150? You know, 170? That'd be my guess, between 150 and 175. I almost pumped the gas. It's not carbureted, Randy. Dashboard is all cracked up. Well, it does say Z28 Crossfire injection right there. I'm pretty sure a Z28 would have had a 5.7 in it, although I could be wrong. Let's go ahead and fire it up. She runs. Like, not an issue, man. She fires right up. Idling a little high, but hopefully it'll drop down here in a second. She's running about 1,800 RPM. Now 2,000. Okay, a little over 2,000, about 2,100. That's a... It's not even cold today. We dropped her down to about 1,800 RPM. You got an old AM/FM Delco radio there. Air conditioning that doesn't work. The old ERS, the Enhanced Range Stereo System. I remember these, man. I do. I had one. Mine was, I think, an 84 or an 85, but mine was not a V8. Mine was, they called it a Berlinetta. I think that's what it was, a Berlinetta. It was a manual transmission. It was a 2.8 liter V6. You know, it was slow as all hell, but I thought it was a cool car. I cut the mufflers off, made it really, really loud, and I thought I just had the fastest thing on my hands. Well, she's not going to idle down, is she? There you go. There you go. We're at about 1,600 RPMs now, so she's getting there. Important window. Uh-oh. Yeah, she works. I'm not going to mess with it too much, but that window also kind of works. You got the T-tops. The torn-up headliner comes standard on these, along with that standard busted dash. Come on, idle down, girl. Let's shut it off, turn it back on again. Half the gauges don't work. No, she's just wanting to rev high right now. Could be a vacuum leak too, guys. But I mean, it does run. The brakes feel good. Power steering feels good. Signals. Yep. Lights. Maybe. Yep, I can see, well, one light. I can see one light over there. Windshield wipers. Yeah. It's even got cruise control. Horn works. There she goes, revving up again. Yeah, she's just... I'm gonna go ahead and shut that off. I was hoping that maybe it would warm up pretty quick and shut off, but it's not, so we'll shut it off for it. Obviously, as I said, there's some rust issues going on. This thing is going up pretty quick, guys. Oh, wow, look at all that smoke. Leaky valve covers, I'm sure. Yeah, that's fresh oil. That's really, really good. You know, it's a decent car, and there we go. There we go. Okay. She's a decent car, guys. If you just wanted something to drive that looked halfway decent, you could throw a doghouse on this and get the... I just get the whole car repainted, but there's so many... I can't even point them all out to you guys. There are so many dents throughout the whole side of this car and the other side. It throws the whole look off. This car has got such sharp body lines that when you got dents all over it, it just makes it look bad. It makes it look real bad. So I was very interested in this one. And now that I've taken a closer look at it and seen all the damage, not so much the front, I can deal with that. It's not a big deal. It's all of that. I'm gonna have to pay to have all those dings filled, removed, the car repainted, the whole front end. Who knows what else we're gonna have to deal with on this Crossfire injection engine. It could be a beautiful car. It really could. And right now it's sitting at like $600. If it doesn't go much higher than that, it could be a steal of a deal for someone. Unfortunately, I've got enough projects on my hands right now. I really just don't need another one this big. Next on my list, we got a 2014 Nissan Frontier. I wasn't quite sure, I'm still not quite sure what the damage is. This looks like vandalism because there's damage all over it. Okay, she's got a pretty good ding right there, but that could be from anything, right? But then you got this. This looks like it ran up against something, or maybe the mirror folded back and crushed it. But then there's these scrapes all the way up here as well. And then you got scrapes all over down here. You got a damn hole in the door right there. What the hell happened to you? Good Lord. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. 115,000 miles. She's got good looking Goodyear tires. Oh, that window over there is shattered. I'm confused. Let's see what the other side looks like. So far, we got matching tires, at least on this side. You got the brush guard there, which is nice to have, especially if you live out in the country. That's for running over deer, is what that's for. Protects your headlights from deer. Ask Weston Champlin about that. Lots of dings over here. Then I'm guessing these windows are, oh yeah, they're busted. They're busted. Yes, sir. All of them. Oh, that window is still there. But these two windows are gone. This window is gone. You got some massive dents randomly. This is bizarre. I'm torn on, is this a hail damage car? I don't think so, because when you look at the hood and everything, I don't see any hail damage, but I do see some very bizarre, like sharp little dings. Really sharp dents. These aren't just dings, these are little dents. Almost like one of those hammers that has the sharp end on, not a claw hammer. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. It's got a very sharp end, man. It looks like someone just took one of those and just ding, 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 all down this thing. All over here too, tiny. But I mean, they're everywhere, guys. Good God, it looks like somebody just walked by and just beat the hell out of it. Back here, you've got impact points there, there. It looks like someone was just beating on this thing with one of those little hammers. I'm gonna call it vandalism, guys. Now, as for the mirror, that's not from vandalism. This, at least this part right here, looks like it was an accident. Looks like somebody ran up on something, but it didn't catch the fender, which is weird, because you got a big fender flare here. Nothing to the fender, just the door and this pillar right here. It's very bizarre, very bizarre. And then whatever happened here, I don't know, but this is interesting. Comment below. Tell me what you think happened to her. But I'm calling it vandalism. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, the windows are they're just gone, man. They're just gone. Doesn't look like we got power either, so we probably have to jump this one off. I'm not sure I even want to sit in it. No, there's not too much glass in the driver's seat. A little bit, but not too bad. We'll go ahead and put the key in it for good measure. Who knows, maybe it does have power. It does. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, she ain't got... I finally get to use my line. I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. That's what's wrong with it. Yeah, she's under the empty mark, but listed as a run and drive. Well, seeing as there is no gas in it, I'm not sure it's really even worth trying to jump start, because I feel like we're just gonna waste our time on it here. Does this window work? It does. Okay. I'll give her a shot, guys, but I'm not gonna crank on her long. I'm not. She does have those matching tires, if I forgot to mention it, all 4 Goodyears. So she needs some glass for sure. And man, getting your fingers under there with this bar is a bit of a bear. Oh, that's a good way to cut yourself. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was fun. You got the 4.0 liter. Let's find the hood prop. And let me get a jump pack over here. Oh boy. Oh wow. Do I really want to put my jump pack on there? Nope, I really don't. But I will. And we'll see together if this thing is gonna run. All right. Oh, the wind has just been hellacious in Oklahoma this summer, guys. I'm telling you. Yeah, there's no gas in it. Like none. That's weird. How did it get run completely out of gas if it ran when it came in here? Nah, okay. All right, that ain't gonna get us anywhere, guys. Well, we tried. It's got the right motor, though. It does. This can be put back together relatively easily. She don't really need much. Definitely put new battery terminals on that bad boy. Lots of damage, though. Lots of damage. If you just wanted a decent looking work truck or something, this would be great. It really would. Let's see what's going on over here. I just want to check and see if there's like sugar or something. Any traces of anything being dumped down there? No. Okay. All right. Hey, you never know with some of these, man. It could have been, you know, an angry wife or an angry husband or something. So I like to check stuff like that on things that look vandalized because you don't know how far they went with it. Well, with that, I think it's time to move on. What's next? I think it's a Cadillac. Last on my list, a 2008 Cadillac Deville Dts. Non-runner. Mechanical damage. Looks like somebody drove it on flat tires for a while. Looks like it may have been held for evidence at some point as the doors were taped closed. And it's got a footprint on the side. Looks like somebody thought it'd be fun to kick the door. That's always nice. Lots of tape around the windows. Looks like the windows have been held up with tape for a long time. Oh, this car is great. This is great. Of course, it's the North Star, the engine that everybody loves to hate, the engine that everybody's afraid of, but even being a North Star, she's got 176,000 miles on her, so she must have been a good one. She must have been a good North Star. These tires are not even on the beads anymore. I'm not sure what happened there, but okay. All right. She doesn't look too awful bad. Let's take a look at the interior. We'll start with the back. Okay, so far, not too bad. Got some garbage and other stuff in here. That's always fun, but it doesn't stink. How's it look up here? Again, not too bad. The hood does pop, that's always good. The seatbelt, the seatbelt's kind of stuck. Yeah, the seatbelt's having some issues, but yeah, not too bad. Headliner's good. Sunroof looks all right. Oh, we already know the battery's dead. I guarantee this car's been sitting for a while. Oh yeah, dead as a doornail. Up, and the missing rearview mirror. I see that all the time in these things, guys. I do. Well, it says it doesn't run, but I mean, she's got keys. So, how hard is it really? Just throw a jump pack on it and let's just see. It probably doesn't run. It's probably got busted head bolts. Where's the dadgum hood release? There we go. Oh, somebody put new struts on her. Wow, look at that. Those are new struts on both fronts. I'm trying to be careful here. I don't want that hood to take my arm off. She's got coolant. I can see the coolant in it. That's a real good sign because the coolant is usually the first thing to go. Let's see what she looks like under here. She looks pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see down in there at all. She actually looks really nice. Let's see what that oil looks like. Oh, golden oil. That's really nice too. Okay. I wonder if it's just a bad starter. Have you ever done a starter on a North Star? I have. It's a lot of fun. It's lots of fun, really. This is a big fancy plastic cover. That's got to come off. And then there's a lot of crap over here that's got to come off. The whole intake has got to come off because they've set the starter underneath the intake on the top of the transmission on this side. It sits right through there. It's an absolute joy. An absolute joy. Well, it looks like somebody was trying to do something right by the car. They put struts on the damn thing. Maybe it'll start. You don't know how many of these say mechanical non-runners, and then they fire right up. Maybe this is one. And this is listed as mechanical, which is why I just had to see it for myself. I had to know. All right, we're ready for this. Hot to hot. Get us a good ground, like right there. Maybe we'll do the ground up top here. Right there's a good ground. All right, let's see what she does. Nothing. She wasn't happy about that. There we go. All right. Place your bets. Is it going to crank? Is it going to run? It's got gas. Let's find out. Bets are in. Let's see. Oh, someone cut the converters off of it. Well, that's nice. It runs. Yeah, it runs. In fact, it actually runs great. Someone just stole the converters. Huh. Okay. We got air-conditioned seats. Important window works. That window doesn't. That window doesn't. That window doesn't. But this, the important window works. Nothing else works, but the important window works. That's all that matters. Let's turn the air conditioning on. Let's see what that does. Temperature is already starting to come up. I think that's a good sign. The air-conditioned seats feel real nice. That's nice. That's nice, man. If you've never had air-conditioned seats, I'm telling you, it's a game changer. StabiliTrak doesn't work. Brakes feel good. Goes straight into reverse, no issue. Straight into drive, no issue. Air conditioning is starting to get cold. It's taken a little while, but it's getting there. It's getting there. I think this thing is sitting at like $600. It may not even be sitting at that. The radio come on? Let's see. I don't think the radio works. No sound from the radio at all. Air conditioning finally got ice cold. Very nice. Well, can we, is there a trunk popper? Let's see what's going on with the trunk. Tires are actually in really good shape, aside from the flat ones, that is. But I mean, she's got some good Michelins on her. Yeah, those are Michelins right there too. They may go back on, I don't know, or that somebody may have sliced them. It's really hard to say. Huh. It's weird that they're off the beads though. That's kind of bizarre. And it looks like we got some damage right here. Yeah. I wonder if someone cut the converters and maybe it was an older person that owned it and they were like, no, I'm done. Yeah, you can see. I don't know if you can see, but I can see right there. Cut the whole damn thing. That's all right. I know exhaust people, so that doesn't scare me. What does scare me though is head bolts. Head bolts scare me. Yeah, I feel a little bit of heat coming through the hose here. Is she charging? Oh yeah, 15, 14, she's charged. We can shut that off. No need to keep that on there. Just get rid of this. Well, hell, guys. What do you think? Let me see what this thing is sitting at here. We're looking at... It doesn't tell me. Dang it. My list sucks. I'm gonna have to get my phone out here. And we'll look at it that way. The auction's gonna start here in 6 minutes. So let's take a look. She purrs like a freaking kitten, man. Why would this thing just be left like this? Comment below, tell me what you think, man. I mean, I know she's a little rough and some of the windows don't work and whatnot, but okay. $450. There it is, guys. There it is. 450 bucks. This seems like a really difficult one not to throw a bid on. It really does. Get it to the house. You know, obviously we put it on a trailer. You're not going to drive it with those tires off like that. But get those wheels off. Hopefully get those tires inflated. And then there's nothing else to do really but take it for a drive and see what happens. For $450, I think we're going to do this one, guys. I think we're going to bid on this one. Like I said, I'm not worried about the converters. I'd like to get into the trunk, but I don't see a trunk button. I mean, I'm probably passing it by here somewhere, but if you see it, holler in the comments, let me know, because I sure as hell don't see it. I don't see a button for the trunk anywhere. All kinds of buttons. Nothing for the trunk. Okay, give her a little rev. Not much. She sounds healthy. I'm going to turn the heater on now. Let's see if we've got any heat. That'll tell us if our cooling system is at least partially working. Okay, we got it on heat now. I'll give that a minute. Put it back in gear again. I mean, she goes right into gear, guys. No issue. No issue. Where's the heat? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, hold on. We might have just run into our first problem there. I've got zero heat coming out of the vents. All right, guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to make you sit here while I fiddle around with this. We'll come back here in a couple minutes, and we'll see if the temperature gauge is still sitting around normal, and we'll see if I can get any heat to come out of these vents. Well, guys, I've let her sit here and run for a while. I was able to get some heat out of the heater vents. Not as good as I would have liked, but it does have some heat, and I've sat here and I've let it rev up a little bit, and it's kind of played with it. And the temperature gauge is sitting right where it should be. I don't see any issues with that. I doubt it's going to start back up when we shut it off, but I like it, guys. I do. I like it. I don't know how this thing ended up here. I don't know what's really wrong with it. I can tell you this. If we buy it, we're going to find out. Should we shut it off? Let's shut it off. Let's see. Dead as a doornail. Take the key out. No, I can't get the trunk to open. Yeah, try as I might, I can't get the trunk to open, and I don't see a trunk button down in there anywhere. I don't know where it is. I know there's supposed to be one somewhere. Just can't find it. Okay, well, Lee Supply. I wonder who owns this car, and I really do wonder why it's here. It's got me a little nervous, but at $400, what are we talking about out the door? Like $650? $650 out the door for an old Cadillac that isn't supposed to run, that's got mechanical damage, but seems like it runs just fine. I don't know. I think it's worth the risk, guys. Comment below and tell me what you think. I think I'm going to go ahead and throw a bid on it, and I guess we'll see what happens. I hope you enjoyed the video, ladies and gentlemen. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and let me know that you did. Drop those comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Auto Auction Rebuilds. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.